Max Craney is Ukrainian, currently living in Toronto, but says he is worried about the safety of his family who are back home in Ukraine. He joins me live now to talk about his experience and trying to get in contact with loved ones. Max, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Give me a little bit of background on where your family is and any sort of contact you've been having with them.
So my family, we originally from Kyiv. However, my entire family basically moved to like a small village. Right now, they are working on organizing those like civilian self-defense groups in case they need to react urgently in case the armed forces somewhere far away and there's an attack. This week's been very hectic, and I don't even know, like, I don't have any words to describe this week. We are all worried here, but I cannot even imagine how they've been feeling there. Fortunately, we are still in touch. I can call them. They still have access to internet, and I hope it's gonna stay the same.
I can hear the emotion in your voice, and I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us here and the worry that is going through you, what you can do for your family back home. What can you do? What have you been doing locally?
There's actually some stuff that people around the world who are not in Ukraine can do. We are trying to put, all our energy and all our frustration and, a lot of anger into the right direction. So first of all, obviously anybody, and that's the easiest thing that any of us can do, is speaking out. Don't call it a crisis. It's a war. It's an attack. It's an aggression against Ukrainian people. So yeah, use the right words when you do that. Also, you can help with the humanitarian crisis. You can donate clothing, food, and most necessarily different medicines. There are different organizations even here in Toronto. And also there are a lot of links to official resources to, for example, our National Bank of Ukraine that you can donate your money to. It's very important, again, for different sorts of humanitarian aid and the army itself.
Max, we're looking at images right now. I don't know if you can see it where on your feed there, but absolutely devastating to watch, and knowing that your family is not far away. Tell me what's going through your head right now.
A lot of stuff is going through my head. So basically how it all had started is it was around 5 a.m. in Kyiv, and it was like 10 p.m. here. And I was watching live news, and basically a journalist just says, you know what, we'll give you like a small clip so you can understand what people in Kyiv are hearing right now. And I was actually folding my laundry, and I'm hearing those like bombs and explosions. So I run to my roommate, and I'm like, hear this. So we start, like FaceTiming our family. They were asleep. They were like, yeah, we actually heard something. And I'm like, that's not something, that's bombing. So they all woke up. They all gathered together. The next day they had to flee Kyiv because actually a building across the street, and I think a missile actually hit the building across the street from where we live. And it's hard to, I'm still trying to understand how to feel. You're constantly have to be alert.
I thank you for taking the time and speaking with us, and I do hope your family can stay safe. You mentioned your father, brother, uncle are in a civilian defense group, and I can't imagine what they are going through right now. We send our love to your entire family. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And that is Max Craney joining us live here in Toronto with family in Ukraine. And there are several stories just like this, which we will continue to bring you here on Breakfast Television.